In this video, we will cover the greatest India in world history. This is more than a documentary. This is a revelation. The truth hides in plain sight. Subscribe for update, and we'll uncover it together. India's greatness is not defined by one single moment. It is a civilizational saga. Across millennia, India rose as a beacon of philosophy, science, trade, spiritual depth, and cultural power. In world history, the greatest India refers to eras when the Indian subcontinent shaped not only its destiny, but influenced vast regions across Asia, Africa, and even Europe. From the first split emerged 7 eras, each a chapter, each a reckoning in the long saga of Indian progress. 1 Vedic India to Maurya Empire, 3 Gupta Empire for cultural expansion, 5 Medieval India, 6 Mughal era, 7 Freedom Movement, 8 Modern India. 1 Vedic India. Before empires, there was thought. Before kings, there were mantras. In this early period, India was not yet a political power, but it was already spiritually and intellectually advanced. How to know? Let's see. 1. The Vedas, the oldest sacred texts still in use today, were composed. 2. Concepts like Dharma, cosmic order, and karma emerged. 3. A culture of oral tradition, astronomy, and ritual precision laid the foundation for all future Indian civilizations. Vedic India, greatness expressed by birthplace of Indian philosophy, Sanskrit language, and religious systems like early Hinduism. Maurya Empire 3 to 1185 BCE. The political giant from Afghanistan to Bengal. One man ruled with law, not fear, Ashoka the Great. Under Chandragupta Maurya, and later Ashoka, India became one of the largest empires in the world at that time, to an early example of unified governance, bureaucracy, and diplomacy. 3. A global center of Buddhism. After Ashoka's conversion post-Kalinga War, Ashoka's edicts, carved on stone across Asia, speak of religious tolerance, non-violence in India, ahimsa, welfare for people and animals. What is the greatness of Maurya Empire? India emerged by moral empire with political strength and international reach. Gupta Empire from 320 before Christ up to 550 before Christ. Relatively, the Golden Age of India. Mathematics, medicine, astronomy, art, all flourished like the lotus in the sun. The Golden Age of India, which means Gupta period, witnessed the invention of zero as a numeral. Works like Aryabhata's astronomy and Sushruta surgical texts, flourishing of classical Sanskrit literature, Kalidasa, construction of Ajanta and Ellora caves, iconic Buddhist art. In other hand, trade with Rome and China boomed, and cities became hubs of learning and multiculturalism. The empire's foundation, expansion, and eventual decline was shaped by political maneuvering, military campaigns, and cultural interactions, including the influence of foreign invaders like the Huns. Some hidden or unknown facts about the Gupta Empire. 1. Strategic marriages and alliances. The Gupta rulers strategically used marriages to expand their influence and consolidate power. 2. Indirect rule through Vakatakas. Chandragupta II's daughter, Prabhavati, became a regent for her minor sons after her husband's death, effectively bringing the Vakataka kingdom under Gupta influence for about 2 decades. 3. Trade and economic prosperity. The Gupta period saw a flourishing of trade, both internal and external. Evidence of this includes the minting of numerous gold and silver coins, indicating a healthy economy. 4. Religious tolerance and artistic expression. While the Gupta period is often associated with the patronage of Hinduism, it was also a time of religious tolerance. 5. Advancements in science and mathematics. The Gupta period witnessed significant advancements in science and mathematics. Aryabhata, a prominent Gupta-era mathematician and astronomer, made groundbreaking contributions. 6. The game of Chaturanga. The game of chess, as we know it today, is believed to have originated during the Gupta period. Greatness of Gupta expressed in India as a scientific, cultural, and economic superpower. Spread of Indian culture from 200 before Christ started. Without armies, India conquered the East through ideas, not swords. By monks, traditional traders, and scholars, Indian religions, scripts, languages, and art spread across the world. Southeast Asia by Angkor Wat in Cambodia, Borobudur in Indonesia, China, and Japan by Buddhism, martial arts, medicine, even parts of Central Asia, and the Silk Road. This cultural diffusion was peaceful, driven by knowledge and diplomacy. Greatness expressed in India as a civilizational exporter, which means a soft power empire without colonization. Generally, the spread of Indian culture involves significant influence in Southeast Asia, particularly through trade, religion, and the establishment of Indianized kingdoms. With the extent of cultural exchange beyond political boundaries, the role of southern Indian traders and teachers, and the complex interactions between Indian religions like Hinduism and Buddhism. 5. Medieval India. Dynasties of tolerance and brilliance despite invasions and fragmentation. India saw great cultural and scientific growth. Delhi Sultanate introduced new architecture, urban planning, and Persian culture. Vijayanagara Empire, a South Indian powerhouse of Hindu art, music, and military resistance. The Bhakti and Sufi movements unified Hindus and Muslims through poetry and mysticism. Greatness expressed in India as a fusion of faiths, arts, and diverse voices. Generally medieval India, spanning roughly from the 6th to the 18th century, was a period of significant political, cultural, and social transformations. While often characterized by conflicts and power struggles, certain dynasties exhibited remarkable tolerance and intellectual brilliance, leaving a lasting impact on Indian history and culture. Mughal India 1526 to 1857. Empire of splendor. India became the richest part of the world. Under emperors like Akbar, Jahangir, and Shah Jahan, India saw religious harmony policies, stunning architecture like Taj Mahal, Red Fort, flourishing miniature art, and literature of India world-leading production in textiles, spices, and jewels. At its peak, India held approximately 25% of the world GDP. It is huge fact for this world. I think the special moment for Indian people, greatness of India expressed as the wealthiest and most artistically refined empire of its time. '7. Indian colonial period, from 1757 up to 1947. The fall and rise again period. Though this era brought exploitation for Indian people history, it also birthed modern nationalism, philosophers like Vivekananda, and Tagore's like Mahatma Gandhi, a name synonymous with peace and non-violent resistance, left an exceptional mark on the world through his philosophy and actions. He spearheaded India's independence movement using Satyagraha, a method of non-violent protest, which inspired numerous movements for civil rights and freedom globally. His emphasis on truth, non-violence, and self-reliance continues to resonate as a powerful force for positive change in the world, a political awakening that reshaped the modern world. Greatness of India as a source of global moral leadership during oppression. Today, modern India, the democratic giant, Indian democracy, is world's largest democracy rising from ancient roots. After post-independence, India has built a powerful tech, space, and pharma industry, maintained democratic resilience in a complex, diverse society, continued to influence global philosophy, yoga, spirituality, arts, and science. Indian film industry, one of the world's largest, encompasses diverse regional cinemas, with Bollywood Hindi language films being the most prominent. It's a global entertainment powerhouse, producing a vast number of films annually and captivating audiences worldwide. Diverse culture, vibrant democracy, and growing global influence, especially by India's ancient civilization, diverse languages and religions, and contributions to art, science, and philosophy make it a unique and powerful